Hello, in this video we're going to talk about first order linear differential equations, and we're going to go over how to solve for the variable y using the standard form of first order linear differential equations. So first of all, let's go over the standard form. The standard form of this type of equation is dy by dx plus p of x multiplied by y is equal to q of x. And we're going to define that as our first equation and then just leave it like that. And in order to solve for y, in this case, we're going to use the product rules to make it easier for us. So the product rule is duv by dx is equal to u dv by dx plus v du by dx. And we're going to define that as our second equation so that we can reference it. Because the whole point of using the product rule is that we need to get our first equation in terms of something that we can apply the product rule to. So first, let's just focus on first terms of both the product rule and the first order linear differential equation. So for equation 1, which is the first order linear differential equation, our first term is dy by dx, and in equation 2, the first term is u dv by dx, right? So now, as I said before, we need to solve this. And to solve this, we need to get our first term over here in equation 1 to look something like the first term in an equation 2, which is u dv by dx. And to do that, we're going to multiply the entire equation 1 with u of x so that the product rule can apply to it. And after you do that, you get u of x dy by dx plus u of x p of x y is equal to u of x q of x. So it's pretty simple. You just multiplied every single term over here, both sides of the equations, with u of x. So now we have our first terms again, and we can look at them. So over here, our first term is u of x dy by dx, and in equation 2, our first term is u dv by dx, right? And you can see now that they look pretty similar to each other. And now we just have to define what u is and what v is. And we also have to move on to the second term because we need the whole equation 1, or this equation at least, in terms that we can apply the product rule to. But the good thing is that now we have the first term out of the way. But just to define our variables to make this easier for us, we can define u as equal to u of x, because over here, u of x is the one that's multiplying our dy by dx term, and then v is equal to y. And we're saying that because, as we said before, the first term for the product rule is u dv by dx. So if we say u is equal to u of x and then v is equal to y, you get u of x dy by dx, and that's exactly what we got over here. So that's why we're going to say u is equal to u of x and v is equal to y. So that makes everything easier. But now what we need to do is we need to focus on our second term, right? So as I said before, we defined v as equal to y. So v over here is equal to y. But now we need, or no, v over here. So the second term over here is equal to y. But now we need everything in terms of y du by dx. But our problem is that over here we do have y as isolated, right? That's fine. But we don't have a derivative. And that's why we need to equate u of x p of x to, so u of x p of x has to equal to du by dx. And just in case that's a little confusing, to understand that, we go back to our product rule, which was over here, and now we're focusing on the second term, right? So I'm just repeating this real quick. V is equal to y, so we have y isolated already, so we don't need to worry about that, but we need to get our second term of the equation we're trying to solve to look like du by dx. And because the second term has u of x p of x, we're trying to equate that to du by dx so that the product rule can apply to our final equation. So yeah, that's why we did that. And this is called a separable differential equation. So I'm going to write that down. This is called a separable differential equation. Okay, so yeah, this is called a separable differential equation. So now we separate the variables so that we can solve for u of x. So over here we integrate So that's why we have to equate u of x p of x to du by dx. And just in case you're a little confused, we said v is equal to y already, right? So just to glue all of this together, go back to the second equation, which is repeating the product rule, and then over here we said that it has the second term is v du by dx. V is equal to y, and from the equation over here, we already know that y is isolated. We don't need to really worry about y. But over here, there's also there's a derivative in the second term, which is du by dx, right? So to get something in terms of du by dx, we have to equate this, which is part of our second term over here, to du by dx so that the product rule can apply to the final equation. So now that's why we are equating this, and this is called a separable differential equation. So that's why now we're trying to separate the variables. So over here we got all of our u terms on one side of the equation, and then p of x dx on the other side of the equation, and now we're integrating it. And then over here we said before that u is equal to u of x, so that's why this is in terms of 1 over u du, integral of 1 over u du. So that's why that becomes ln u of x, and then over here we're just leaving it as integral of p of x dx, so that's fine. And over here, the thing with the natural logarithm is, because we're trying to solve for u of x, we're gonna lift everything to the power of e so that we can isolate u of x. So then we get u of x is equal to integral of p of x dx. And now we call this term that we solved for, so u of x, the e is, which is equal to e to the power of integral p of x dx, so we call this an integration factor. So now what we need to do is, because at the end of the day we're still trying to solve for y, right? So we're trying to substitute this integration factor back into equation 2, right? Which is u of x dy by dx plus u of x p of xy is equal to u of x q of x. And this was just the part where we multiplied all the terms in the original standard form of the first order linear differential equation by u of x. So that's equation 2. And now instead of using u of x, we're going to substitute what we got over here. So we're going to substitute the integration factor. After we substitute u of x, or the integration factor, which is e to the power of integral p of x dx, we get e to the power of integral p of x dx dy by dx plus e to the power of integral p of x dx times p of x y is equal to e to the power of integral p of x dx times q of x. And now we can observe that on the right side of this equation, we have everything in terms of duv by dx. So now that we know that the product rule can apply, we can equate the final term of the product rule, which is duv by dx, to this term right here, right? Because that is our final equation after we got this part into the product rule form. So that's why we can write duv by dx is equal to e to the power of integral p of x dx q of x, right? So now all we have to do is, we already defined what u and v are, and dx is going to stay the same. So now we just substitute our values for u and v. So now if we go a little bit to the side, we can just say dy e to the power of integral p of x dx by dx with respect to x, basically, is equal to e to the power of integral p of x dx q of x. So now over here, we just solved for that. So we set that up like that. And then we integrate on both sides to get rid of this derivative right there on our left side of the equation. And then we get y multiplied by e to the power of integral p of x dx is equal to integral of e to the power of integral p of x dx q of x dx plus c. So yes, that sounds like a lot when you say it out loud, but after doing all the steps, it's not that bad. So simplifying that further, you get y is equal to 1 over u of x times integral of u of x q of x dx plus c. And if you're wondering where the u of x came from, we just substituted for our integration factor, which is u of x is equal to e to the power of integral p of x dx. So that's all for this video, and I hope you enjoyed.